It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Hopkins sent in motion. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
No motion over Flowers. Down the left sideline. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 now from the 36. Pistol give to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. Now it's going to be third down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now, Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
First down throw, Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Brown. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. He gets that to Brown. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
He's got it at the 3. Second and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. This one caught just past the pylon. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready now for their 2nd drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time. results in a nice first down pickup.
1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll motion over Flowers. On the give, here's Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This officially a 58-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started. Two
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He's got it at the 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That is caught side of the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Jackson now. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He
does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson up top again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here at Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give here to Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hopkins sent in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. A handoff to Pacheco. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got room past the 25. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. A pickup there of 28 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Kelsey. Complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Mahomes going to keep it himself. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 2nd and 9. A run up the middle with Pacheco. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And now it's 4th down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
No motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
This one complete to Bateman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Hopkins sent in motion. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Tucker for the point after. He's got it, and the Ravens are back within 6.
Chiefs 20, Ravens 14.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To a knee goes Mahomes. And that should wrap it up. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. One in the win column for the Chiefs. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.